The Asia's largest solar plant was in Madhya Pradesh, which was inaugurated by our PM Narendra Modi. Okay, now the advantage is it is pollution free. Once installed, electricity is free. Solar energy is inexhaustible. Next disadvantage is solar panels in wide and open space to need to be fixed. They need a lot of space. Availability of solar energy is affected by clouds, fog, etc. If there are clouds, you will get less electricity. Quantum of electricity produced is low. Okay. Now next is our wind energy. The windmills are one of the most appropriate non-conventional sources of getting energy. Electricity designed to act as turbines. Windmills are now being used to generate electricity. Wind farms with a cluster of windmills have been set up in the coastal areas and the mountain passes where strong and steady winds blow. Germany, Denmark, Spain, China, UK, USA, and India have developed wind farms to generate electricity from wind. Where there is wind is blowing at high speed, their windmills are set up so that they can make electricity. Advantage is they are pollution free, they are comparatively cheap. And disadvantage is they also require a vast area to be established, and also the power supply fluctuates with the speed of windmill. Now next, the geothermal energy. It is derived from volcanic phenomena such as hot springs or geysers. It is in limited areas to which there is volcanic activity, like in Himachal Pradesh. The geothermal sources of energy is used for electricity generation. It is important in coastal areas where it is generated from rising tides. Tidal power might be a useful source of power generation for the future, through its uneconomical at present. Europe, countries such as France and Norway have started using it on small scale. The Gulf of Kutch, Khambat suited for development of tidal energy in India. So tidal energy is now not fully developed in nations. Advantage is it has low running costs. It reduces reliance on fossil fuels. That we are not dependent on fossil fuels. But the disadvantage is it is not widespread sources of energy. It is found in just some regions. It can run out of steam over a period of time. Next is biogas. Now biogas is made mostly by the organic waste. The organic waste produced by human, animals, dead plants and kitchen waste are converted into gaseous fuel called biogas. It is mainly used for cooking and lighting homes. Biogas plants also produce large amount of organic manures, which is then used in farms. India is the leading nation in development of this technology. China has also developed this technology. Now advantages, it is local produced and has nearly negligible zero cost. The gas generated is used for cooking as well as electrification. Disadvantages, production is in low quality and it is localized, that we can't transport it. Next, the most important, the conservation of these resources. There is an urgent need for the conservation of conventional minerals and power resources. Like, we must learn to make the most efficient use of the existing mines and wells by using proper mining techniques. We should have some untapped sources for future for needs and locate the new deposit for sustained development. We should not waste them. We must conserve the comparatively scarce metals such as copper by finding substitutes which are abundant in supply such as bauxite. So we are in India we have deficiency of copper, so we should replace them with some other metals. Reuse, renew and recycle things wherever as possible. We need to switch to renewable sources of energy such as wind, sun, tides and geothermal in place of fossil fuels whenever possible. We should make as low use of fossil fuels as we can and use of renewable sources of energy. That's all.